Touching sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
We're eating banana pancakes for brekkie. It's currently 6:40 in the morning. I just made us some banana pancakes, and Ez has a shift now just for the morning. Ez is going to work his shift and then we're going to drive to the airport, which is exciting and nerve-wracking. We're out of forks because I haven't done dishes, so Ez is eating with a knife. Oh my goodness, it is so cold. I have layers upon layers on, and I'm going to turn on our gas cooker because that thankfully like heats up the room. Ez has just started his shift at work, so I'm going to clean up the van to make it completely drivable because we have a big drive coming up where we're going from the Gold Coast to Brisbane Airport, which I've never been to before, so that is fun. We're going to clean up the van and then probably just chill for a little bit, try and stay warm while Ez finishes his shift. We were up until 1 o'clock in the morning watching Frozen. We haven't watched Disney movies in a really long time, and I had like a Frozen song stuck in my head yesterday, and I was just like, I am going to watch the movie. I haven't seen it in such a long time, and it brought back so many memories. I wasn't too young when it came out. I think I was maybe like 12, and yeah, it was just so sweet to kind of like, I don't know, be in that moment again, I guess. I feel like when I watch stuff like that, it kind of transports me back to a time where like the movie first came out, and so it's just really sweet to kind of reminisce on that. Oh, it's so nice and warm over the stove, and I know this is probably a really bad thing to do, but I feel like I'm a true Queenslander at this point. It's like 15 degrees and I am freezing. In Melbourne, I would have thought that this was warm. Anyway, so we are running on pretty little sleep, but that's okay. So yeah, I might just have a rest because then I have to drive back from Brisbane to the Gold Coast by myself after I drop Ezra off for his flight. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Not to be away from him obviously, but I'm so excited for him because planes are so much fun. I don't know, like the novelty never wears off. I mean, I don't go on planes like all that often, but I don't know, I love the feeling of being on a plane. And I was just in bed and felt the van shake really violently, and so I checked out the back window because we have like reflective covers on, so I just like peeled one back to have a look at what was going out there, and someone was trying to park in the spot behind us and hit our van. I just went and checked and there is a little bit of damage, so that's great. Part of living in a van.
Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden.
Hello, my buddy. Hi, chicken. I just dropped Ezra off at the airport, and in complete honesty, I really didn't think that I would, I guess, get as emotional as I did, and I don't want to cry about it now because it's only for a couple days and it's completely fine. Like, he's just a couple states away, but we haven't been apart for longer than literally a day in the whole 7 years that we've been together. We have not spent a day apart, and so this just feels so weird. And I didn't feel much because we were so frantic because he worked late in the Gold Coast, so we had to like try and make his flight, but we hadn't packed yet because we had a crazy night last night, and then it was just like this whole bunch of craziness that that went on, and we were only just able to check his bags in, which was so scary because he obviously needs them for work. So thank goodness we made it. He made it. He's on the flight. I'm currently tracking it and he is almost arrived in Melbourne. So I feel like my brain just comes up with the most crazy ideas as to what could go wrong, and yeah, so I'm just really trying to push that aside and not even entertain those thoughts. But I'm so glad that he's gotten there safely. Almost. It's just so weird to be apart for the first time in so long. Well, for the first time ever, but we've just spent so long together that that's why it's weird. When we were saying goodbye at the gate, the lady who was getting everyone to board the flight was like, "Oh, you guys are newly married?" And we were like, "No, we've been married for like 3 years." And she was like, "Oh." And it was just so sweet that she thought that. And Ez and I, like, Ez was texting me from the plane and he was like, "I hope people always think that, because that's just so sweet." But yeah, so I am currently in Brisbane. I just ran a couple errands. I went to the Source to stock up on different things that we'd run out of, so that's all done. And now I can't decide whether to stay in Brisbane for the night or drive back to the Gold Coast. By the time I get to the Gold Coast, it will be dark, and if I stay in Brisbane, I just don't know. I don't know. This is the problem. I can't make decisions on my own. I'm so bad at it. It's okay. Let's do this thing. Day 1 of solo van life starts now. Woken up for sunrise and it is so beautiful. Let me show you. Okay, we are officially on day 2 and I'm so happy about it because I miss Ezra so much. I woke up really early this morning to watch the sunrise. Well, not that early, it was like 6 a.m. because the sun's setting quite a bit later here at the moment, but it was so nice to just take the morning really slowly. My favorite days are always started by going for a beach walk and watching the sunrise and stuff like that. So I took Rue on probably like an hour-long walk, and then we came back to the van and we've just kind of been chilling. He's yawning over there, but yeah, we've just kind of been chilling for a couple hours. I planned out some content and now I am just going to clean the van. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning, but I guess when you live in such a small space and there isn't a lot of space for things, I guess that's just how it is. There's just like laundry to put away, and I didn't clean up like dinner stuff last night, so it's all very messy at the moment, but I know if I clean it I'll feel so much better. And then I have a couple errands to run. I need to go pick up some deodorant and toothpaste because Ezra took both of those things down to Melbourne, because obviously we only have one because we're together all the time. And yeah, so I just need to go pick up some more. I also have no groceries, so I need to go and do some shopping as well, but I'm thinking I might walk to the shops that are nearby just to get a little bit of sun. I feel like my cheeks are really rosy at the moment and they feel very hot to the touch. I don't know why, but every now and then I'll just get really flushed warm cheeks and it's weird, but that's okay. Yesterday when I dropped Ezra off at the airport, we were kind of in such a rush that I completely forgot to check my handbag when we were going into the airport, and so I didn't realize, but I had a knife and a fork in there, and when I went through security to get into the airport, they obviously, like, I had to surrender my knife. It was just a butter knife, but yeah, I had to surrender it and I was like so sad about it. Which is so funny, but I was like, oh, hello. Oh, kisses, messes. Kisses, messes. Last night we FaceTimed Ezra for probably about 2 hours before we went to bed, and Rui was getting so confused as to where his voice was coming from, and he kept crying at the door and everything because I'm assuming he misses him, but it was just so sweet. Did you like FaceTiming Daddy last night? Did you like FaceTiming Daddy? You know what I've realized? Growing up, Our house was always an ingredients household, and I realized that I have become like that too. As a kid, I did not like it because I saw all of my friends at school were having like packaged processed food, and I wanted that because it tastes good, right? But I'm so glad that we never were. Anyway, the point is that we don't have any groceries at the moment, and so what I'm eating today, or what I'm eating right now, is avocado. I have it kind of separated into two parts. The first little part has salt on it, and the second part has honey on it because I couldn't decide which one I wanted. And I know that after I finish like the savory side of it, I'm probably gonna want something sweet. So until I go shopping, plain tuna and avocado is what it is. To go out to lunch with my friend, and I have a gift to give her because she's having a baby soon, but I don't have and I didn't have time to go and get a bag to put her gift in, so I am gonna put it in this. Courtney, if you're watching this, I am sorry. I'm gonna just write on it a little bit just to cuten it up a bit. Okay, this is what I'm doing. There we go. I just finished lunch with my friend and it was so good. The cafe that we went to, it was basically like a plant-based vegan type of cafe, and the food that I got was just so yummy. I got a pulled barbecue jackfruit burger and hash browns, and oh my gosh, so good. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I wanted to quickly talk about the fact that I am very rapidly gaining a little bit of like a Taylor Swift obsession. I have never really been a massive Taylor Swift fan, not one way or the other, just like haven't really listened to much of her music. I remember when Red and I think 1989 came out, back when I was maybe, I want to say like 12 to 14 years old. I was pretty obsessed with her back then and I loved that, and I've been to one of her concerts and everything, but I don't know, I've just never really seen like the hype. I've never dived into it, I guess. But just recently my sister made me a playlist of Taylor Swift songs that she thinks that I would like, and if that isn't just the sweetest thing, I love when people make playlists for me. I don't know why, it just feels so personal, like they're thinking of music that I would like, and I love music, and so it's just so kind, and usually the people that make them for me are pretty spot on, so it's just so lovely. But anyway, my sister made me a Taylor Swift playlist and I am loving it. She was pretty bang on, and I'm realizing now how absolutely talented Taylor Swift is as a songwriter. Oh my goodness. Look, I might be just preaching to the choir here. I don't know if many of you love her, like her, don't like her, whatever, but I see almost everyone that I talk to and that I hear from love her, and so yeah, I just decided to start listening to her, and I can say that I'm pretty hooked. I don't listen to like worldly music that often. I mainly listen to worship only, so yeah, I'm just really enjoying her more gentle, softer albums. They're just so nice. I am actually obsessed with the song All Too Well, the 10-minute version. I know I'm late to the party. I know I'm late. That's not stopping me from loving it so much, even if I am late. Oh my gosh, that song is a work of art. I have been studying it for like the past couple of days and I've learned all the lyrics. I'm loving it. Anyway, random Taylor Swift chat. The time without Ezra has actually gone faster than I thought it would. I thought it would really drag on, but it hasn't. I miss him so much and I'm so excited for him to come back. Rui has been missing him so much. Whenever we FaceTime, Rui just gets so confused about where he is and he like looks all around frantically, and it's just so sweet. So I have another catch up with a group of girls tonight. Every Thursday night we get together and it's just so nice to have that community. I love having like-minded girls that I can hang out with every week. It's so much fun. And actually, just on that topic, I used to really think that I was an introvert. I feel as though when I hang out with people, or like when I'm thinking about making plans with people, or when I have plans coming up, my brain needs so much extra time to like rest before and after the event. And I realized, for me at least, I think I was just hanging out with the wrong people, because now when I leave my friend groups, I leave feeling energized instead of tired and drained. And I think that's the way that it should be. I always come out of them just feeling so happy. And so I just want to encourage you that if you are feeling that way with any of your friends, try and find some friends that you really feel energized by, because for me that's really helped. And yeah, it's just something that I never even really knew was possible. But yeah, when I found the right people, it definitely helped. So I'm looking forward to that tonight. And then tomorrow is the day that we pick up Ezra, and I'm so excited. He's not flying in until pretty late in the afternoon because he's working a full day down in Melbourne and then jumping on a plane. Hopefully he makes his flight, hopefully it's not delayed. But yeah, I'm just so excited to reunite with him. Oh! Daddy! Hey, buddy! Oh my goodness!